Alright you guys, I am going to get down and dirty today, get on my hands and knees and do some weeding in the garden. I'm also going to fertilize my garden, and so I'm going to get down to it. I'll show you what I'm going to fertilize with. For my tomatoes, it's just all-purpose, but kind of designed to gear toward the little tomato action over here. And so it's a 462 and it's a natural fertilizer. And for my raspberries, I'm gonna give them a little acidy mix, so we get some more fruit on there. Use this on my blueberries, works great, and my strawberries, and I need to do them again as well. And then for the rest of everything, I just have a liquid. I'm going to be watering it in with a watering can and some liquid fish emulsion, just to kind of touch base. So I'll do that with my onions and with the rest of the stuff around here. So let's get to work. I wonder if I can feed these to my chickens, these weeds over here. And onions do not like it. Good morning. I let this go for too long. I kind of gave up on these onions, and now that they're showing me that they're gonna do something, because these were totally laying on their side. The chickens had gotten into this bed, and so I fed them, and I've given them lots of goat manure and rabbit manure. But today I'm going to give them some fish emulsion, see if I can get that last bit of boost, and see if we can get some size on these onions. It's my first year of growing onions from seed, so they're not very big. I'll try to give some more space right around this part of the onion. Some of these are buried a little deeper, so I'm going to give them a little more space and get these weeds out of here and see if I can get some growth out of them yet. And of course, we've got all kinds of little tomatoes showing up in here. I'm going to pull those too. I'll let one grow over here where there's, I don't know. I want onions. This tomato is a pretty good size, so I might just leave that. So they don't look very well, but that's because they've been under it, if you know what I mean, from the chicken attack. But they are getting heads on them, so that's exciting. Even though they're fighting with all kinds of competition in this bed. I'm just kind of trying to give them a little more room around the base of the onion, so it's got a little more room to grow as well. Get all these weeds they're growing right in the same areas of onions. Oh. See see, I've got some in this bed that are barely doing anything, and some that are just, and we love our onions around here, so we bought a bunch of Walla Walla onions, which we do every year. I haven't had success growing them, and you think I would because they're long days onions, and that's what the kind of onions that I think I just need to try it again. That's what I tried to grow last year and I didn't have any success, but a little more research, a little more time, and you learn a little bit more. That's why I like to join groups of other gardeners, because I can see what they're doing and learn from each other. And not everybody likes to tell you what they're using, and like it's some prideful thing, you know. I don't know what it is. It's like their little secret on how they grow their stuff. But most YouTubers will share, because I think we enjoy the community. It's these bigger YouTubers that don't seem to share as much about what they do in the garden. These little red onions are really trying to grow. Maybe it's just the weeds around them that are keeping them from, because I know that onions do not like weeds. Nice to get outside. Even though these onions went through a terrible attack from my chickens, I'm amazed that they're doing as well. So last year I tried some from seed, but I didn't really know what I was doing with them. And I have bigger onions here than I realized. Gotta get rid of the weeds. Gotta get rid of the weeds in your life so you can appreciate what you have. There you go. And I guess that's true within your garden too. All right. Oh man. These little things, they're little like clover-like things. There we go. Maybe they can finish out with a little more space now. So if you look in there, there's some bigger onions in there. And they're not very big, and they're probably taking longer out here because of the lack of light that I have in my growing space. But I'm happy with that. I'm excited. So I'm going to get to fertilizing those. I'm just going to give them a little fish emulsion and some water. Now, usually you wouldn't put fertilizer right on top of the onions. I don't see how I can do that with a liquid fertilizer. So it might be good to use a powder. Okay, let's get to the rest of this. That was my worst bed. I'm just gonna start fertilizing everywhere. Isn't this exciting? The green beans coming up there. So excited, and I haven't put any fertilizer. Of course you don't use fertilizer when you first start a bed. But that's in the soil that I from my wrecking house, from my rabbit chicken area that I put wood chips under there, and those wood chips break down over time, over a year, and that's the soil that stuff is growing in. So exciting. So guys, I'm also going to use this acid mix here for my rhubarb because they really like the same kind of things. You can grow rhubarb and blueberries close together because they both like the same kind of thing, or any kind of berry. So. I'm just going to water that in now. Garden stuff today. I hope you enjoyed and maybe learned something, and it was lots of fun. It's getting kind of hot out here now, so I'm gonna stop. I don't want to burn my plants. So, all right, you guys.